Good evening and thank you for joining us on BeeTv News at 6. My name is Evelyn Izibili. You're welcome. Women have been encouraged to chase their dreams and goals while also knowing their rights and to make sure they leave their mark wherever they go. This was stated during the International Women's Day celebration 2025, which took place in the Government House, Benin City, with the theme Accelerate Action for All Women and Girls, Rights, Equity and Empowerment. BeeTv News senior reporter Bess Orator reports that the Edo State Governor, Senator Monday, approved 1 billion naira in soft loans for market women in the state to help boost their businesses and improve their lives.
Declaring the program open in commemoration of the day, Governor Monday commended Edo women for their steadfastness, dedication and commitment to moving the state forward. The governor said his administration has approved the sum of 1 billion naira in soft loans for market women in the state to improve their businesses and boost the economy.
Since I assumed office as governor of Edo State, this is the first event that I see as colorful. I'm coming to this hall, but today I was thinking, where am I? So that is the significance of women in our midst. We can actually do nothing without women. Yes, sir! That is why, when I had a memo before me presented by the Secretary to the State Government, I quickly approved the sum of 1 billion naira as a soft loan to the market women. So I believe very soon the process is ongoing. We are talking to First Bank for disbursement. The money is ready. So all these are accredited to women. When it comes to election, women will tell you we will back you and they will actually back you.
Coordinator, Office of the First Lady Edo State, Adesili Anani Okpebolo, urged Edo women not to be silent, pushed back, shut down or strangled, as their voices must be heard because they matter. She called on Edo women to add value and be committed in all they do in their careers, communities and other life endeavors. Anani commended Governor Monday Okpebolo for taking decisive steps in ensuring that no Edo woman is left behind in the quest for equal opportunities and justice.
Today we gather to celebrate the achievement of women and to renew our call for transformative change. This day reminds us of the incredible progress made by women around the world, while urging us to accelerate our efforts towards gender parity. The theme for this year's International Women's Day, Accelerate Action, is not a mere slogan. It is a clear call for urgent inclusion, decisive change, and collaborative effort. Across every sector of the society, we must come together to eliminate barriers that still deny thousands of women their fundamental human rights. Systematic inequalities, violence against women and the girl child, economic disparities continue to hold back our progress. It is our duty to dismantle these obstacles as women.
Earlier in her opening speech, Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Development Edo State, Chief Barrister BC Daomi Esquire, thanked Edo State Governor Senator Monday Okpebolo for his support towards women in the state and everyone who made the event a success. Chief Daomi said the International Women's Day is an annual celebration of the achievements of women across the globe, as well as an avenue to strategize on ending barriers to women advancement. She said her ministry will continue to champion the cause of women and children and also deal with gender issues.
Today is International Women's Day, but today is not special because from the get-go, from when I was appointed, His Excellency the Governor had given me a very clear mandate, and this mandate a minute. But let me be clear today to everyone listening that the VAP law, the legal framework that protects women from violence against them, sexual violence against them, is something that Edo State is very adamant about. We will not tolerate spousal abuse. We are not going to tolerate the mentally deranged being stigmatized. We're also encouraging the women in our society to begin to think differently, to educate their minds, and to say to themselves, we are not victims. We cannot keep begging. We will not keep begging. We can do it. We will do it. We have a governor who has said that he's going to give us the opportunity for us to be what we want to be.
The event, which was organized by the Edo State Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development, had in attendance women from various segments of the nation's economy. Others at the ceremony were the former Deputy Governor of Edo State, Right Honorable Kamil Shaibu, and his wife, Mariam Shaibu. Former member representing Ovia Federal Constituency, Honorable Barrister Omosede Igbinedion. The Deputy Speaker, Edo State House of Assembly, Honorable Maria Omozele Edeko. Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development, Joy Iheseke. Wife of Edo State Deputy Governor, Her Excellency Mrs. Osaiti Kasha Idahusa, represented by Lady Omorede Osifo. Chief Judge of Edo State, Justice Daniel Yobosa Okungbowa, who was also represented at the ceremony. Wife of the Secretary to Edo State Government, Mrs. Nimata Uma Ihilo. Wife of the Chief of Staff to Edo State Governor, Haija Nana Gani Audu. The Commissioner for Education Edo State, Dr. Paddy Iyamu, amongst others. This year's International Women's Day theme, Accelerate Action, is not a mere slogan, but a call for urgent inclusion, decisive change, and collaborative efforts. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
The Women Affairs Minister, Iman Suleiman Ibrahim, on the occasion of the International Women's Day, had a meeting State House correspondents, and it's been 30 years since Beijing Declaration asking for 35% affirmative action, and 20 years after the Maputo Protocol came into effect, calling up the rights of women on the continent. But then, the clamor remains a distant score at federal and state levels in Nigeria, and now the Women Affairs Minister is considering a different approach to attaining the objective.
But times are gone where you bully people to give you things. The last time we took the gender bill to the National Assembly, we blocked the gate. There's 3 entrances to the National Assembly. When you block one, they're going to use the other 2. So this time around, we're going to do it differently. We'll do it in a very responsible manner. We'll mentor women so that when they get there, they also are able to serve and, open doors for other more women to come into the space.
Highlighting various economic empowerment programs being carried out to help, intensified by the government of the day, the minister says the administration is taking more intentional steps towards improving women's access to finance, addressing gender-based violence and female genital mutilation. In addition, she promises to intensify mentoring and advocacy to further strengthen women's capacity in preparing them for greater public responsibilities.
And we're also looking at a leadership, academy or leadership institute whereby women are being trained and mentored properly by industry experts on how they can be able to. So those are the different initiatives. And I also like to use this opportunity to thank Her Excellency, the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Her renewed initiative has played a major role in empowering women and families and the vulnerable people across Nigeria. We would like to also support in the areas of the Every Home or Garden. It's a budget line in our budget.
And coincidentally too, at the time of one of the talks of the town, agenda-based back and forth on the Senate, Senator Natasha, now suspended, and the long-standing clamor for an improved women representation, particularly in political offices, is receiving a setback. But here, she promises a timely intervention.
Last assembly, we had 9 senators that are women. This assembly, we have 4. We don't want to be losing any member in the Senate or in the House. We want to increase the numbers. It's unfortunate we're going to be brokering peace. We engage all the stakeholders to ensure that they temper justice with mercy for peace to reign, and they will continue to also sensitize so that we learn to work better together as women and men.
Harmony Agbafo reporting for BeeTv News.
Today, March 8th, International Women's Day. It's a day to celebrate and focus especially on women globally. Here in Benin City of Edo State, many people spoke highly of women's contribution to the society. BeeTv News' Glorious Sirame has reports.
The world over, March 8 annually is dedicated to celebrating women, particularly those who are blazing the trail in the society. And many people are using the opportunity the day provides to appreciate their wives, mothers, and other important women of the society, while some others chose the day for significant empowerment of women in the state, taking out time to appreciate women the best way they could.
So much appreciate my wife and my mom, who brought me out.
And I really want to appreciate all the good women. So looking at women generally, I would say that women has done a lot of good to this world. Women has done so many things. So they've put in their help, all that they could, all that they can do.
As part of activities to mark the day, some groups went on a sensitization. Barrister Mrs. Stella Aigbe, the Edo State Coordinator, African Women Lawyers Association of Nigeria, was opportune to speak with BeeTv News. She said the movement, in collaboration with the Nigerian Bar Association Women Forum and FIDA, the International Federation of Women Lawyers, is an action against violence and abuse of women in the state.
We are here as Orlands, in collaboration with Nigeria Bar Association Women Forum and FIDA. We are here to sensitize the public that today is Happy Women's International Day. The theme for this year is Accelerate Action. Action against injustice for women. Action against sexual harassment. Action against domestic violence. That is why we are here, to say that a woman has a right to speak up, a right not to be intimidated, a right to live a happy life. That's why we are here, to sensitize the women, that women are special. We are barrier changers. We are women who rise to the top. We are women who cannot be oppressed or intimidated. That's why we are coming out to tell the women, whoever is going through any problem should speak up.
Other members of the movement also comment on the significance of the day.
We are here to make sure that our women no longer keep silent. We are here to make them to understand that bride price is not death price. We are tired of the pains. We are tired of the domestic violence. We are tired of the rape. We are tired of the incest. And at the end of the day, you see these women are being told don't speak out. Not especially the ones that their husbands are sleeping with their children. It's already rampant. Edo State women, International Federation of Women, we are saying no. We are saying put a stop to all this, because if you train a woman, you train a nation.
Day to tell Edo women that they are strong women. We are here to tell them that they are beautiful women. They wake up early in the morning, before 7 in the morning, they are in the markets. They are breaking their back. Whether the sun is shining, whether the rain is falling, they are breaking their backs. In the evening, they get back home and their husbands are even saying, you didn't come home on time, you have not made the food on time, and stuff like that. We want to strengthen them. We want to tell them that they are strong women, that their strength lies within them.
They said women deserve to be celebrated and appreciated for their various undeniable impacts in the society. Glorious Isiramen reporting for BeeTv News.
The Edo State government has ramped up its efforts to combat crime and criminality within the region by demolishing properties linked to kidnapping activities. The latest action involved the demolition of the building in the Esoriri area of Ewon East local government area owned by Karimu Audu. Our senior reporter, Bess Orator, has details of this report.
This move of demolition buildings used by kidnappers to keep their victims while demanding for ransom aligns with the recently amended anti-kidnapping laws, which allow for the demolition of properties used for kidnapping purposes. During the demolition, Mr. Aherepo, the special advisor on security to the governor, addressed journalists and explained that the decision followed a comprehensive investigation. Authority established that the septuagenarian Karimu Audu was reportedly an informant for kidnappers who have been terrorizing the state. Paul emphasized that the demolition is a clear demonstration of the state government's commitment to eradicating crime and serves as a stern warning to others involved in such activities.
We are here because of conspiracy. He conspired with the kidnappers. Let this one be a warning to everybody in this state. If you see kidnapper, say something. If you conspire with a kidnapper, your day will come. And today we are here because he conspired with the kidnappers. This is all one is.
Karimu Audu. They carry me come here saying they gave information to Fulani. Me, I'm the chairman of committee, 6 of 4. Now with the committee.
Earlier in the week, the task force also demolished buildings in Ile Ekpoma, Esan West local government area, and Uromi, Esan Northeast local government area. These properties were identified as being used by kidnappers to hold their victims. The Edo State government says it will remain steadfast in its resolve to send a strong message against criminal acts and ensure the safety and security of its citizens. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
The medical outreach executed by the acting chairman of Ikpoba Okha local government, Honorable Obosa Joyli Obeide, has climaxed with a dental treatment and cataract surgery. BeeTv News Freeman Osawe reports that one more person came out to benefit from the free medical outreach, being the final day.
More persons, both young and old, were at the St. Maria Goretti Grammar School to take advantage of the last day in the free medical outreach done by the acting chairman of Ikpoba local government, Honorable Obosa Joyli Obeide, to get themselves examined and treated. The free medical treatment include dental care, cataract surgery, and provisions of medicated lenses to aid vision, glaucoma screening, and others, as medical personnel took turn to attend to the beneficiaries. Some of the beneficiaries applauded the acting chairman, Honorable Obosa Joyli Obeide, and by extension the governor of Edo State, Senator Monday Okpebholo, prioritizing the health needs of the people.
Thank you for the good work I do for these people of Edo State. I thank God for everything. Since last year, I've been passing through stress. I can't even see, but I thank God. I thank everybody that participates in this thing to make a success. God will bless them in the name of Jesus.
As you can see, we are here for this exercise, and today is the last day of this exercise, and we are all happy about it. And it's a very welcome development from the acting chairman of the local government, Honorable Joyli Obosa Obeide. And we also pray that this exercise will be a continuous exercise. So we really appreciate him for bringing this and doing it.
We are really grateful for people of Edo State for the privilege when he gave us. We want to thank him and thank Almighty God. May God bless him.
The exercise is very fast, well organized, and I want to really thank Honorable Joyli Obeide, and also working with the governor, His Excellency Senator Monday Okpebholo. I want to really thank you, and also thank you, the chairman, for this laudable project you are doing.
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Praise Master Jesus. I say now, man. Igazunu ya gagbe seba kpome because he dego de say ona dogele be wese ni menia ni ga dego de be no salobo ayaji mere
edo wo pon wese ogun na wo be iwu we jesu moru gbera ogbara de no pon we wese o na ne we awa igbera no yin ni gagiwo But my one, but again, another one. So, yeah, I mean, if I'm not yet there by there, not beginning never not start you. On a game, you have Mistinguna, never, okay, the chance they need you to.
Doctor Nagama, Ogama, Manoga Vonjo, Oga Migo Seka, Migo Le, Igo Fuegbe, Igbe Nana, Igu Tome, Igwe, Igile, Igistoha, oh, Amiabo, Oya Bogabawa, Senomo, Oya Agba Oda Oka, if you are giving Jesu Baba, Baba Nudo, whenever we need Jesu. Baba, I go good bag, is a job. When I don't know, when I know, ma, I
learned they are doing free medical treatment here. That's why I came. And I saw the treatment. I washed my teeth and I checked my eye. And I'm very grateful to, that is Jolly Ogbede. So may God bless him and give him long life.
It do well for my body. All this thing I do now, nobody go fit do that kind of thing. I thank you too much.
The medical outreach, which began on the 5th of March, has ended. Freeman Osawi reporting for BeeTv News.
Residents in Benin City have drawn up support for the installation of closed-circuit television cameras, CCTV, across traffic light points in Benin City for effective traffic control and regulation. They stated that it will be more effective in fishing out traffic defaulters and also ensure sanity on the roads. BeeTv News' Pelumi Mukoro has the report.
Traffic control is a process that involves managing vehicular and pedestrian flow on roads efficiently and safely through various methods, including signs, signals, and regulations, and is crucial for ensuring the smooth and safe operation of the transportation system. However, traffic control in Benin City is experiencing some challenges, which is why residents and motorists have supported the need for installation of CCTV cameras across traffic light points in Benin City for effective traffic control and to point out the faults easily. Speaking with BeeTv News, some respondents who supported the idea stated that how it is effective in developed countries of the world and that Nigeria should follow suit, while others said it will help regulate traffic easily and keep motorists in check.
You have to have the human factor on ground to maybe for the traffic navigation while using the CCTV camera to pick out offenders. In that way, CCTV camera will complement instead of chasing after them and causing accidents and disruption. The people on ground will be there to implement after, maybe not mean that Nigerians were stubborn. If they have your information, maybe the next traffic stop, they can cross-check with their officials there, they park you easily. That will make it better.
But with the camera, I think they will be able to stop. And it will not be much like before. And it will help some, like, it makes sense. It will make sense.
If CCTV day everywhere, maybe some go obey, not be all. But because people are stubborn, they are used to it. Some people are used to stubbornness, they will never change. It's just like it's their style.
CCTV camera is very, very important so that it will use to track out the plate numbers of most of those vehicles. That will help to secure the states.
Other respondents who were against it stated that it will be difficult to maintain such facility and to also cause some traffic agencies to be out of jobs.
That CCTV camera can apprehend any defaulters in our roads. Apart from that, when Industrial Revolution of 1976, it created a lot of unemployment for people. By the time you bring that one into our system, ESMA will go, they will lose job, Federal Road Safety will go, and other traffic agencies all over the country.
Effective traffic control is important to ensure the safety of road users. Pelumi Mukoro reporting for BeeTv News.
In continuation of its efforts to ensure the free flow of traffic and orderliness in public spaces, the Professional Drivers on Wheel, led by its national president, Comrade Adams Ehigiamisoe, also known as Shaga, alongside other members of the association, have carried out a unclean services apologize for that, carried out a clean-up exercise around the New Benin axis of the state. BeeTv News Freeman Osawe reports that the exercise was carried out in line with the marching order by the state governor, Senator Monday Okpebholo, for public spaces decongested. The report is presented by Best Orator.
At the New Benin Market area where the exercise took place, the professional drivers on wheel under the supervision of the national president, Comrade Adams Eigiamuso, also known as Shaba, cleared up vehicles indiscriminately parked along the road, obstructing free flow of vehicular traffic in the area. The national president, professional drivers on wheel, Comrade Adams Eigiamuso, warned area drivers to desist from the continuous habit of parking vehicles in unauthorized places, or they will be made to face consequences within the ambit of the law.
Say my mother not dey stand now here, we not agree again. But I don't want to the allegation when I see the talk about it. If they call and they say they party. But when I see they take the man, they come and say that they collect party. Now we they kill ourselves. When we just see anybody will don't come up for, we not they make bizarre. After they fall, sun they shine. So I don't want, as far as the government, when government never collect my work, me, and to arrange my motor park. This line will stop here, both the taxi and the bus are here. Any motorway pass here, driver will go hold on. National go hold on, they'll take a chop, they'll take a drink water. I put all of them there, they'll take money chop. If I order that, they collect for here, they'll take a drink water. If I say not stop it, we'll let them know say we know the work possible.
The association members also cleared up the walkways, which was occupied by traders, making pedestrian movement on walkways difficult. Comrade Adams Eigiamuso urged the traders to stop the habit of converting walkways to trading ground and even extending it to the main road and putting their lives in grave danger.
We don't want to see all these people here again. Go after the shade, after the walkway. I go sit down to carry and go back to the bottom. I didn't talk to you, I didn't talk. Let's move a walkway. Let's move a walkway.
In an interview with BeeTv News, National President, Professional Drivers on Wheel, Comrade Adams Eigiamuso alias Shaba, and a member of the National Union of Road Transport Workers, said the exercise was to ensure that the road is free from traffic congestion and unlawful activities that hinders free flow of human and vehicular movement. They added that the exercise will be sustained continuously until the public gets used to the practice.
We are the members of the Professional Drivers on Wheel and the Retain and the National Union of Road Transport. Have been mandated by Mr. Governor that all the roads should be sanitized. We carry on this operation every day of our life. Because one thing, you know, the drivers are very stubborn. If you send another person to pursue them, we turn to another crisis. So now we are outside to make sure we put our buses in a good order. The government road is not made for only the bus driver or commercial taxi. The road is made for the use of the good people of Edo State. And if you can see everywhere now in New Benin, it's so open. The only area you are seeing some vehicles now, those are the vehicles that parks that went to inside the market to purchase something. And we have also sent a sound warning. But on Monday, we don't want to see any vehicle parking, especially in the road. We can allow them to park after the gutter. They should leave the road for the public use. And we are showing the government that will continue with this exercise. We will not tire. And number two, information will be going around that they are collecting, the unions are collecting revenue of government, putting it in their pocket. We want to also let the public know that the drivers on wheel, under my leadership and the National Union of Transport and Employee, we are not taking government revenue into our pocket. We are not collecting the dues of government to reach ourselves. We are entitled to do our work, and our dues is among the revenue. So I don't see any reason why people just jump out and start spoiling us. But we thank God yesterday, Mr. Governor intervention and tell everybody to go and put his house in order.
The professional drivers on wheel have been carrying out the exercise of decongesting traffic in busy locations within the Benin City metropolis for some time now, particularly since the Governor Monday Okpebholo's administration came on board. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
President Bola Tinubu has appointed former chairman of the Independent National
Governor
Electoral
Ubas
Commission, Professor Atahiru Jega, as advisor and coordinator of the presidential livestock reform. The president announced the appointment with the help to drive meaningful progress on the livestock sector. Professor Jega, who was the former vice-chancellor of Bayora University, co-chaired the Presidential Livestock Committee with President Tinubu. The committee delivered comprehensive recommendations that scored sustainable livestock reforms. One recommendation was the creation of the Livestock Ministry, which now has a minister.
Sani arrived in Zaria to perform the groundbreaking for the reconstruction and upgrading of Zaria Township roads. This project will cover the stretch from Magadia Junction to Kasong Amaru and Abakawa Road intersection, as well as the road from Audi to Kaku. The initiative is being held as a lifeline for residents of Zaria City and surrounding communities. The Audi to Kaku Road in particular connects predominantly farming communities on the outskirts of Zaria City, providing a critical link for agricultural activities and economic growth.
We are determined to leave Kaduna State better than we met it. Zaria Township deserves an uplift. It is to connect local communities to provide social and economic benefits. As of December 2024, we have commissioned 21 out of the 78 roads initiated by our administration.
The government assures residents that contractors are adequately funded to meet the project's deadline, ensuring timely delivery.
We have also looked at other roads that were abandoned, which we inherited, and we have embarked on ensuring that we complete all the projects we inherited from the previous administration here in Zaria local government, as well as other local governments across Kaduna State.
When completed, the Zaria Township roads are expected to serve a significant population, particularly the urban poor. Governor Ubasani also used the opportunity to thank the people of Zaria for their continued support. He reiterated his administration's determination to deliver on all its promises and accelerate the implementation of the rural transformation as well as projects in critical sectors like education, health, and agriculture. Soher Osemeke, reporting for BeeTv News.
The Lagos State government has asked women to take charge of their future during the 2025 International Women's Day celebration, themed Accelerate Action, held at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena.
The celebration brought together women from diverse backgrounds, ages, and profession, all united by the common goal of promoting gender equality and empowerment. The event featured inspiring speeches all centered around the theme Accelerate Action, which discussed the urgency of addressing persistent inequalities and barriers that hinder women from realizing their full potential.
We affirm our commitment not only to advocating for women's rights, but also to ensure meaningful and impactful action. In Lagos State, we have remained steadfast in implementing policies and initiatives that uplift and empower women.
I call on all stakeholders, governments, civil society organizations, the private sector, and individuals to work collaboratively in accelerating the actions needed to close the gender gap.
Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has been a strong advocate for women's empowerment in Lagos State. His administration has implemented various initiatives aimed at bridging the gender gap.
For us to ensure that the gender equality is not just a lip service, that Teams Plus agenda, the plus in the teams is gender equality, access to our women, and it's something that we deliberately put in our economic policy for everyone to see.
The guest speaker, Professor Luro Timi, a professor of psychiatry at the Lagos State University College of Medicine, lectures women on the need to strike a balance in order to achieve their dreams as women, play multiple social roles. They are prone to marginal depression, but there are preventive measures to take, he said.
Between husband and wives, very effective. When somebody wants to be difficult, either the husband or the wife, just walk away. Walk away, go for a long walk for 30, 40 minutes and come back to the house smiling.
International Women's Day raises awareness about women's rights, gender equality, and the challenges women face worldwide. Gifts Uwagbo reporting for BeeTv News.
Over 500 small business owners in Badagry are getting a much-needed boost thanks to grants facilitated by the Lagos League of Champions. The initiative, backed by Sheyi Tinubu, aims to support grassroots leaders and help them scale up their businesses. BeeTv News' Harmony Agbafo has details.
This is what hope sounds like for small business owners across different villages and towns in Badagry. These traders have gathered for one reason: to receive grants that could make a real difference in their businesses. With the rising cost of living affecting small and medium enterprises, every bit of support counts. And this time, the Lagos League of Champions is stepping in with financial aid, delivering a message of hope from Sheyi Tinubu, the son of the president.
He feels that there's need for him to give back to the community, and which we had already started last week. So here today we are back again to give grants and support to the small business owners for us to encourage them in their business so that they can add the token. We are giving them a sum of 50,000 naira each to over 500.
We thank Sheyi Tinubu for a very good program that he have organized for the grassroots. These ones are the grassroots, nooks and crannies of Badagry. Each village in Badagry local government was represented.
For many of these women, these grants is not just about money, it's about survival, growth and opportunities, and they couldn't hide their excitement.
I went to borrow the capital to start business. When I get up now, I will have to return the money and use it. When those people that are bringing bread come this evening, I will use the capital they gave to us here to start my own business.
This one now will join my market money. I will use it to buy another market to join my business. By the special grace of God, Sheyi Tinubu, you will never lack in money, in progress in your life.
Carefully selected from villages and towns across Badagry's 3 local government areas, these traders represent the backbone of local commerce.
My advice to them is they should not think because they had that 50,000, they want to think of buying clothes or buying Ankara or going. No, they should invest it into the little business they have been doing before.
There's a lot of empowerment that goes on, but I like the way they've randomly selected people to this empowerment. It's a bit not biased, and I'm happy that real traders can have a chance to benefit from it even outside of a party structure.
Given the economic situation of the country and the impact on businesses, the beneficiaries are grateful to the sponsor, Sheyi Tinubu, for this grant, and they promise to use it for their businesses. Harmony Agbafo reporting for BeeTv.
The government has reaffirmed its commitments to climate-smart policies that balance development with sustainability and strengthen policies that reduce emission, protect ecosystems and build resilience. Vice President Kashim Shettima spoke at a symposium exploring the intersection of climate change, mangroves and art. BeeTv News' Esohe Osewenge has details.
Agriculture used to be the main staple of Nigeria's economy before the discovery of oil. At different floor has stressed the need for diversification of the country's economy. Ondo State, southwest Nigeria, is determined to engage farmers on ways to boost food and cash crop production. The issue was discussed at this meeting between government officials and the farmers across 18 local government areas of the state. Addressing the farmers in Akure, the senior special assistant to the state governor on agriculture and agribusiness, Wemimo Akinsola, said the meeting is part of efforts towards the development of agriculture. According to him, the state government needs the collaboration of farmers to ensure that its plan for sufficient food production succeed. Speaking at the event, the chairman of Ondo State Agricultural Commodities Association, Abiodu Adejo, said farmers should come together and form a cooperative society and become a pressure group.
We have our own program. We're just bringing them in line so that we can work together. Yeah, most of the things they said is things we are planning already to actually make things a little bit easier for the farmers. Tractorization, small planting equipment of using cutlass, small little planters and weeders. Yes, those are modern equipment stuff that definitely we need to have them in stock.
It's a giant stride
if we are looking at agriculture in Ondo State, because we need the reawakening of the farmers to let them know that farming is not a thing that I do at the backyard and you want maximum profit from. It should be done in collaboration.
With the rainy season approaching, the state government is determined to assist farmers to boost food production. Gifts Uwagbo reporting for BeeTv News.
Farmers in Ondo State are set to benefit from new government initiatives aimed at boosting agricultural production and ensuring food security. The Senior Special Assistant to the State Governor on Agriculture and Agribusinesses, Wemimo Akinsola, disclosed this as a meeting with farmers from the 3 senatorial districts of the state. BeeTv News Gifts Uwagbo completes the report. The government has taken a significant step toward fulfilling its promise of accelerating development and improving infrastructure across the state. Governor Umba Sane performed the groundbreaking ceremony for the reconstruction and upgrading of critical roads in Zaria local government area. BeeTv News Esohe Osewenge reports.
Governor Umba Sane arrived in Zaria to perform the groundbreaking for the reconstruction and upgrading of Zaria Township roads. This project will cover the stretch from Magadia Junction to Kasong Amaru and Abakawa Road intersection, as well as the road from Audi to Kaku. The initiative is being held as a lifeline for residents of Zaria City and surrounding communities. The Audi to Kaku Road in particular connects predominantly farming communities on the outskirts of Zaria City, providing a critical link for agricultural activities and economic growth.
We are determined to leave Kaduna State better than we met it. Zaria Township deserves an uplift. It is too important to be left in its present state. Since assumption of office in 2023, we have initiated over 78 road projects across Kaduna State, totaling about 775 kilometers. Our focus is on connecting local communities to provide social and economic benefits. As of December 2024, we have commissioned 21 out of the 78 roads initiated by our administration.
The government assures residents that contractors are adequately funded to meet the project's deadline, ensuring timely delivery.
We have also looked at other roads that were abandoned, which we inherited, and we have embarked on ensuring that we complete all the projects we inherited from the previous administration here in Zaria local government, as well as other local governments across Kaduna State.
When completed, the Zaria Township roads are expected to serve a significant population, particularly the urban poor. Governor Umba Sane also used the opportunity to thank the people of Zaria for their continued support. He reiterated his administration's determination to deliver on all its promises and accelerate the implementation of the rural transformation as well as projects in critical sectors like education, health, and agriculture. Sohe Osemeke, reporting for BeeTv News.
A significant step have been taken to enhance the success of Safe School initiative with the launch of the Schools Protection Squad, designed to provide rapid response to security threats in schools across the country. The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Ugbetokun, represented at the launch in Jigawa State. One of the pilot states emphasized the importance of collaboration and support from all stakeholders to achieve the initiative goal. Governor Omar Ramadi, the guest of honor at the event, reaffirmed his administration's commitment to support in security efforts in the state. BeeTv News' Pelumi Rukoro has details.
The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, represented at the event, highlighted that education is the foundation of meaningful development, noting the painful experience of attacks on schools. The country witnessed necessitated a comprehensive and inclusive approach to securing educational institutions.
As part of this initiative, training programs will be instituted for educators, administrators, and security personnel, who will in turn leverage on the acquired skilled to recognize and respond to security threats.
Governor Umar Namadi praised the Nigerian police for the initiative, stating that his administration had already established a safe school rapid response center to address security concerns. He added that while Jigawa remains one of the most peaceful states in the country, the government is committed to maintaining and enhancing security measures.
Over 342 million naira was expended on the establishment of this center, which covers the renovation and furnishing of the structures housed in the center, provision of all requisite security gadgets and surveillance equipment, ICT equipment, 2 Toyota Hilux, and 4 motorcycles.
With this initiative, stakeholders at the event are optimistic that schools in Jigawa and across Nigeria will be safer, fostering an environment conducive for learning and development. Balumi Mukoro reporting for BeeTv News.
Everyone. And now to the foreign scene, where at least 20 people have died in overnight Russian strikes on multiple regions in Ukraine, including Donetsk and Kharkiv, Ukrainian official report. Also, BeeTv News global news correspondent Rebecca Goffey tells us more on these and other stories from the foreign scene.
Several buildings were damaged in the attacks, including 8 residential buildings and an administrative office in Dobropilya, Donetsk. The strikes come as U.S. President Donald Trump considers large-scale sanctions and tariffs on Russia, accusing it of pounding Ukraine on the battlefield, whereas the U.S. has restricted Ukraine's access to satellite imagery and paused military and intelligence aids. Ukraine has also launched attacks on Russia, with the Russian Defense Ministry claiming it intercepted 31 drones overnight. Despite the threat of U.S. tariffs, experts say that they are unlikely to concern Russian President Vladimir Putin. Meanwhile, U.S. officials have given conflicting responses to Egypt's proposal for post-war Gaza's reconstruction and governance. State Department spokeswoman Tammy Bruce said that the plan does not meet expectation, while Trump's Middle East envoy Steve Witkoff called it a good faith first step. Israel rejected the proposal, arguing that it relies on the Palestinian Authority and UNRWA, which it accuses of corruption and failure. Hamas supported the plan but refuses to disarm, a key demand from Israel for any ceasefire agreement. 12 people were injured in a shooting at a pub in Seoul, where 3 suspects still at large, according to police. The attack happened late Friday near Scarborough City Center. 6 victims suffered gunshot wounds, while others were injured by broken glass. None of the injuries were life-threatening. According to police, 3 armed men entered the pub and opened fire indiscriminately. One suspect, wearing a black balaclava, was seen fleeing in a silver car. Authorities are using all available resources to track the suspect. And lastly, on global news, a body has been found in flood waters and 13 military personnel were injured in a crash as a tropical storm continues to batter Australia's east coast. Police found the body while searching for a missing 61-year-old man in New South Wales. He was last seen escaping his car and climbing a tree before being swept away. Cyclone Alfred, now a tropical low, is expected to make landfall near Brisbane. Officials warn that the danger is not over, with strong winds causing power outages for over 300,000 properties. And that's it from the global scene. Rebecca Goffey reporting for BeeTv News.
Afrobeat superstar Burna Boy has achieved another global milestone as a hit single City Boys has officially been certified gold by the British pornographic industry BPI. The prestigious certificate confirms that the track has surpassed 400,000 units in sales across the United Kingdom, further solidifying Burna Boy's status as one of the African most dominant and influential artists. BeeTv News gift to Boy has details of this and more from the entertainment world.
Part of his 2023 album, I Told Them, City Boys quickly became a fan favorite thanks to its infectious beat and Burna Boy's signature smooth delivery. The song gained massive traction across streaming platforms and radio stations, becoming a standout track in his discography. With his latest achievement, Burna Boy continues to break barriers for African artists on the global stage. His ability to merge Afrofusion sounds with international influences has cemented his place as a driving force in contemporary music. Recently, The Afrofusion icon graced the catwalk of Off-White States of Resistance collection, curated by renowned creative director Ibrahim Kamara. Nigerian singer David Adeleke, popularly known as Davido, has been named as one of the featured artists on British monarch King Charles III's music playlist. The monarch unveiled eclectic musical taste and a new Apple Music show. The King's Music Room recorded in his Buckingham Palace office. The playlist spans disco, reggae, and Afrobeat and features artists from across the Commonwealth, including Bob Marley, Kylie Minogue, Grace Jones, Davido, and Rai. The show is set to air next Monday in commemoration of Commonwealth Day. The King, who is the head of the Commonwealth, describes this playlist as the soundtrack of his life. Lastly, on entertainment, Ama Asinobi, a Nigerian travel creator, has announced plans to visit all 7 continents in an attempt to set a world record. She revealed that the journey, which will begin on 15th March 2025, will start in Australia and conclude in Nigeria. Ama Asinobi explained that she is embarking on the challenge with a Nigerian passport to highlight the issues surrounding passport privilege for Africans. The current Guinness World Record for fastest time to visit all continents is held by 2 Indian travelers, Ali Arani and Soju Kama Mitra. They completed the journey in 3 days, 1 hour, 5 minutes, and 4 seconds, setting the world record. And that's it on Entertainment News tonight. Gifts Uwagbo reporting for BeeTv News.
And that is the Size 1 News package for tonight. Many thanks for joining us on BeeTv News. I still remain Evelyn Izibili. And happy International Women's Day to all women across the country.